the modern investor, or all the modern investor. Right, gonna kick it straight off here. Coin market cap. Market cap of the crypto market is sitting at 1.7 trillion. Making our way steadily up to that 2 trillion mark. Over the course of the weekend so far, very slow. Bitcoin up nearly 1% only. Ethereum up 3%. BNB 1.26%. XRP 2.82%. Very slow over the weekend. But I can see Bitcoin is pushing towards that psychological level of 40k. Obviously we had a bit of a dramatic week in the markets, uncertainty, fear, and then obviously the war or the invasion of Ukraine happened. So the markets reacted to that. Right, so just going on to the Bitcoin chart here. As you can see, over the last few weeks we've had the massive downtrend. Then the news pushed us right down. We were heading there anyway. We were heading right down to this level to make it a double bottom. So as you can see, we wicked down to the 34.7 level. That would have happened anyway, I imagine. It just got accelerated over Ukraine and Russia. So a wick down, double bottom, and now we're on our way back up. So the first major one to get over is the 40k, and then we'll head towards the 43.7, and then if we can break out there, maybe come back down, retest that level, and then we can go for this major trend line and hopefully get back above 50,000 and above this 200 EMA. Yeah, so that's what I imagine is going to happen with Bitcoin. Obviously there was uncertainty, and then obviously Biden said that the US weren't going to get involved, so you had that rally up after that dip after Russia invaded Ukraine, and then Biden came out and had a speech and said they're just going to be adding sanctions to Russia. So that's what made us come back up then. Obviously if it had went the other way and NATO had got involved, we probably would have seen another low, and we probably would have went down to this 30,000 level. But I imagine after this week that we're going to go back up. Obviously depending on fundamentals, but looking at price action, it's looking that way. Right, I'm just going to talk about Ripple. Obviously last week we had a major pump. There was talks of Ripple winning the lawsuit. Now this could have been the case, or as I was thinking, it could have been investors known, thinking that with this war and the whole SWIFT agenda that they're trying to push on Russia, that they're going to block them off SWIFT and they're going to use XRP. So maybe investors preempted that and kind of thought to themselves, right, I get in here now, and the big investors rolled in, or maybe they knew something that we didn't know. But I do feel that the Ripple lawsuit is coming to an end. It's not a coincidence that it's coming to an end now, and then there's talks of SWIFT and Russia sanctions, and XRP could be the savior to Russia. Like it's not a coincidence. These things these things have been planned. Like, um, it's definitely, there's something underlying that we don't know, but I've always believed in Ripple. I'm an investor since 2017. I was there for the all-time high. Um, it's one coin I do believe in, and I feel that it's just been very manipulated. This lawsuit, but the utility is there, so I feel that that it is going to come out on top eventually. There's only so long they can hold it down, and I do believe, overnight we're going to see them double digits for XRP. We're going to see that $10, $15, $20 overnight. I feel the liquidity will come in. The exchanges in the US and other exchanges that have delisted are going to have to put them back on the exchanges, and I feel, you know, they should be back up where they should be. They're in that number 2 position ahead of Ethereum, and if they even got up to the market cap that Ethereum is on now, you're looking at that $5 to $10. So yeah, that's XRP for. That's what I've been thinking on XRP. And they took down like the government websites in Russia. So this is a big thing now. Cyber attacks, and there was also reports of in Ukraine. Obviously not a cyber attack, but that the ATMs and stuff weren't giving out money, and people couldn't get their money, and this is what we're looking into in the future, like cyber attacks, banking affected. Like, this is the new kind of warfare that we're having now, and this is not the end of it. Might be a bit controversial saying, but as they said, like, we've already had the bio warfare. That could have been coronavirus. I'm not one to speculate, but people that have their tinfoil hats on, that's what they're saying, and then they're saying there's cyber attacks, and these are modern ways to hit countries, and affect our economy, and start wars. So this is gonna, if we haven't experienced it now, I think we definitely will be experiencing it in the future. So yeah, that's things to look out for now. Cyber warfare, the likes of that, right? So yeah, so Ukraine and Russia, it's escalating. As far as I know, they're rolling into Kiev, and they're trying to overthrow the city. There is a lot of fake reports out there, and it's hard to know what is really going on the ground, but Russia have definitely invaded, and they're heading towards the capital, and just have to wait to see how that unfolds. The next coming days or weeks, there might be a ceasefire, and that might de-escalate in that way, but for now it's full on, like, and the world is just watching. So I'd just like to end this video with just a quote as usual. So obviously in the last week we've seen markets fluctuate big time. So this quote is, "Buy on the cannons and sell on the trumpets." So what this basically saying is, if you to start the war, that's when you buy, and then you sell when the war is over. When the fear is there and the cannons are gone, that's when you buy, and then when it's over, that's when you sell. That's the high. That's what it's basically saying there. So buying the cannons and selling the trumpets. Once again, I am not a financial advisor. All my opinions are my own, and I'll catch you on the next one. If you'd like to know anything, or want to know about my own portfolio, or like me to do a video on that, I can. If you want any specific, just leave a comment below, and I'll catch you in the next one.